Hey guys, it's Robbie here, and this is FrekiFitWolf. Today I'm back in the kitchen again, and I'm going to be making a cheeseburger bubble up. Alright, hi everybody. I was actually going to be doing an exercise video today, but I went swimming over the weekend, and my shoulders and upper back are extremely sunburned. So to exercise, I need to do it without a shirt, and I'm not subjecting you guys to all of that. So instead, we're cooking. I'm still gonna exercise, don't worry. And also, side note, do we like this earring or is it weird? I can't decide. I ordered it off of Wish a long time ago and it randomly arrived today, and it's just a little panda bear. I think it's cute, but I don't know if it's a bit much. Let me know. Anyway, so today I am, like I said, I'm back in the kitchen. I decided I didn't want to do another dessert this time, especially because it's like 1:30. I want to cook. I want to eat some real food, so I'm not doing that. So instead, I want to do this cheeseburger bubble up. It sounds amazing. I'm taking from several different recipes to kind of make whatever I personally want, and especially that way I could tweak the points how I want them to be. So for this, and before I get into it, when I do say the points, and nutritional information, keep in mind it's depending on the brands that I'm using. I say that every time just so that nobody gets confused, because I can calculate typing in what is in a recipe and then I buy a brand and it's completely different. Same thing can happen, but typically I buy mostly name brands. The one thing that's not a name brand, well, two things are, the first one is Rotini noodles. You'll be needing 2 cups of these. And then I have, the Snooks, my local grocery store brand of diced tomatoes. You'll need a whole 28 ounce can of that. Everything else is a name brand that you can find, so you can get the points very similar. And the next thing, Ground Sirloin, it's the 90% lean of that. We'll be using a pound of that. Those are the things that can vary a little bit, but typically they're pretty standard across the board, but just in case. Also, any ingredients and measurements I will list in the description box down below, because sometimes I forget to say them, sometimes I say it really quick. All right, so we got those 3 ingredients out of the way. You will also need a cup of diced onions, a whole bag of, this is the Fat Free Cheddar. You can use different kinds, obviously, if you want to. 7 ounces, I'm saying about 2 cups. And you will also need no sugar added ketchup, some mustard, again, that's a different brand, so brands matter. Minced garlic, this is the Stone Mill one that you can get from Aldi. And I'm gonna be using Siracha, and of course salt and pepper. You don't have to do the Siracha, I'm adding that in. That's one of the extra things that I'm doing just because I want a little bit of spice to it, because it sounds great. So yeah, so that is everything. You don't need a lot of stuff for this. All right, so behind me, in that pot, I have salted water boiling, or getting ready to boil, and I have the oven preset to 350. Also have, way back here, the glass thing. Can you see it? I don't know. But that's a 9x13 that I already just went ahead and sprayed with the olive oil spray. All right, so let's get over there and start cooking some stuff. All right, so first of all, I am putting the noodles in the water because it is already boiling. I didn't think it would be already. You can't see it. I can't get a good angle. And sorry if all this is a little bit dark. The light above my stove is randomly not working. Okay, so in your skillet, spray with the olive oil spray and add in some onions. And we are going to cook these until they are soft, so just a few minutes. So those are softened up. They're not quite like fully caramelized, but that is fine because they will be cooking longer. And now I'm adding in a tablespoon of minced garlic, and we're gonna let this go for like 30 seconds. All right, so now we are gonna be adding in the ground sirloin, or whichever meat you chose to do. You can definitely do ground turkey or ground beef, but this, like I said, this was on sale, so I went with this. And we're just gonna cook this and brown it up and add a little bit of salt and pepper here. All right, so these are browned up. I'm actually going to drain them and run hot water over it to get rid of any excess grease, just to make it as healthy as I can. All right, so both of those are done, and I rinsed them both and put them together in a bowl. We're gonna mix that and then add in those diced tomatoes. the 1/4 cup of the mustard. Actually, I need to open it because this is a brand new bottle. And it's 1/3 of a cup, not 1/4. And then 1/3 a cup of the no sugar added ketchup. Again, new bottle, so gotta open it. That makes some fun noises. Put that in there so I don't make a mess. And then I am just gonna grab a little handful, probably about a 1/2 cup of the cheese. And we're gonna mix all of this together. Oh, hold on. Also my Siracha. And I'm doing just a tablespoon of it, just to give it a little bit of a kick. The mustard will help a little bit with that, and then the Sriracha will take it the rest of the way. And you're just gonna wanna mix all of this together, and then we're gonna transfer it to our 9x13. All right, so I was totally going to record me pouring it. Not that you really need to know how to pour something, but just for the sake of it, I was going to, but I totally dropped the bowl right in here, so I am cutting that completely out. And so from there, it's super easy. You just flatten it all down and then just put the cheese all over it. And I'm using all of the cheese because this is the fat-free kind. It can take a little bit more to give you that bubble up texture rather than if you use one that has fat or is reduced fat, that gets a little bit gooier and cheesier. But since I don't have that, I want less calories. We're going this route. All right, so this is gonna go in the oven for, I forgot how long. I'm gonna check it in 20 minutes. I think that should be sufficient, but we'll see. All right, time for the Infinity Gauntlet. It's been about 15 minutes instead of 20 because I remembered that I'm using fat-free cheese and it will just get harder over time. But that still looks pretty dang good. It smells pretty dang good. Maybe I shouldn't call it a bubble up since I'm using fat-free cheese and it doesn't like to bubble up. All right, let's taste it. All right, so here's the finished product. I think it looks pretty darn good and it smells amazing. I'm gonna bite into it because I'm really, really hungry. All I've had today was some guacamole because I was doing some door dashing and I did not realize how long that took and then decided to cook and make a video, which takes a little bit more time. Ow, there's a table there. All right, so let's taste it. The mustard. I was smelling something that I wasn't quite used to. I don't use a lot of mustard. That, oh my God. Can I just stop the video right here so I can eat? No, I'll talk. I'll just wrap it up pretty quick. This tastes really freaking good. I don't think there's anything I would change except for maybe full fat cheese because it didn't bubble up. The cheese is still in there and the cheese still tastes great. I do like fat-free cheese. It's just not a good melting cheese. But that would raise the points. And I kind of love where the points are on this right now. So let me get into the nutritional information real quick. It makes 9 servings. So each serving is 4.5, Alexa, stop. I set her for longer than 15 minutes. 4.5 bites if you're on Sugar Smart and using decimals. Otherwise, you round up to 5 bites or 5 points if you're on the Weight Watcher Green Plan. I believe all of it should be across the board. Unless you decide to use, 99% fat-free ground chicken, then you could lower the points even more. Actually, a ton, because the only points you'd be paying for is the cheese and the noodles. So try it. But anyway, 4.5 bites per serving on Sugar Smart like I'm doing, or green if you're on Weight Watchers. And the rest of the information, 198 calories. It's a lot of food for 198 calories. 5.4 grams of fat, 3.4 grams of saturated fat, 375.6 milligrams of sodium, 18.6 grams of carbs, 1.8 grams of fiber, 3.5 grams of sugar, 20.7 grams of protein. All in all, it's pretty dang healthy. I'm really happy for this. I'm going to be working out in a little bit, and this will actually, the carbs will help give me the sugar and the energy that I need for a proper workout so that I can work out how I want to. So I'm really excited for that, and then I can just eat more later because it tastes really good. Yeah. But yeah, so with that nutritional information, I'll have it all typed out down below so that you can calculate on whatever plan you're doing, whether you're on any of the iTrack Bites plans. And if you're interested in joining iTrack Bites, link down below, you can get a discount. If you're doing calorie counting, that's there. If you're doing Weight Watchers, all the nutritional information is there. Again, double check if you use different brands than I did because it will affect the calories. I think this is a win. I think it's like perfect as is. I was trying to think of some stuff that you could change or add or whatever, but I'm in love with this. You could add more vegetables if you wanted to. I think bell peppers would be amazing in here. I just tend to do onion and bell pepper a lot, so I didn't want to do that combination again. But yeah, you can tweak it however you wish. I'm happy with this as is. I'm not going to be tweaking it anymore, unless when you guys comment and tell me something that I'm like, holy cow, that's amazing, let me do it. Otherwise, I'm keeping it as is. It is a win. And I'm going to stop talking so that I can eat. So please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.